Shalom, shalom.
Gone.
Book of Matthew, chapter 3, verse 17. Yes. Can I get
Gone.
Hebrews, chapter 13,
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 3, verse 17. Yeah. And lo, a voice from heaven saying, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased.
So the reason why we're out here is to preach Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, who the world knows as Jesus Christ, because he is the Son of the Most High God, whose name is Yahweh.
That's right. It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 13, and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
So the reason why we're out here is to let brotherly love continue, because I know that in this country, the black man hate black man.
That's right.
And black man does not need to hate black man. We have to come together in these latter days to be one nation, to be mighty, because everybody
That's right.
is trying to get against us. Give me the book of Psalms.
This is Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17. Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor, and not suffer sin upon him.
So we should not hate our brothers in our hearts, okay? Why is it that man can walk down the street and another brother will badmind me, he'll stare me down, he'll mean-mug me? It's because our people don't trust each other, But it doesn't have to be like that. But the reason why we're in this condition is because we have not kept the commandments of the Most High God. And everyone to return to our possession, as a nation that the Most High made us to be, we can start keeping His commandments and to love one another.
That's right.
That's right.
You understand?
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Gone.
Read that again.
God, they have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones.
God, so these nations have taken crafty counsel against you, so-called black man, okay? Wherever you are, if you're in America, if you're in Europe, if you're in Africa, it doesn't matter. There's been crafty counsel taken against you to destroy you. Tuskegee experiments, the Atlantic slave trade, colonization, the stealing of your gold, the raping of your women. You see, all this is crafty counsel to try and diminish you as a nation. You understand? And many of our people don't understand this. Many other people will think that their enemy is their brother, Many people will think that their enemy is a person that looks exactly like you. But that's not the case. The enemy is the higher ups that are trying to destroy you by putting me against you, brother. But that's not how it's supposed to be. Me and you're supposed to love one another. Back in the day, I could see you and I'd say, how you doing, brother? Are you good? Are you well? How's your family? How's your wife? How's your kids? You understand? But now I might see you and I say, bro, why are you staring at me, man? No, back up. You see that? That's like evil. That's going to go against us. That's right.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 22. But I say unto you, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, Thou fool, shall be in danger of hell.
So, many other people will say worse things to our brothers than a damn fool, Many of our people will call the brother a nigger, as in implying as in their enemy, you know what I'm saying? I might say, hey, why is this nigger looking at me, you understand? But there you go.
What Raka mean?
Raka means fool, Raka means fool.
Fool.
Yeah, we're not supposed to call our brothers fools, We're supposed to call each other kings, We're supposed to uplift each other,
That's right.
We're supposed to uphold our brothers with our right hand, with our right hands,
Teach,
If our brothers fall down, we're not supposed to just try and kick them down, because that's what people in this nation do, you know what I'm saying? You know, if our brother falls down, you know, we get happy, you know, we say, oh, you see that? Now I'm going to get all the praise, all the glory from my brother, he's in the dirt. But that's not how it's supposed to be. If you fall down, if you're dusty, I'm supposed to pat you up, brother, you understand? I'm supposed to uplift you, you know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to say, yo, brother, hey, the war's against you, but I love you, you understand? Me and you, we're the same, we love each other, you understand? That's what's supposed to be. You can't bring it out.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 10. Gone. It's the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10. Be kindly, affection, one to another, with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another.
God, you see that? So we're supposed to prefer one another, you know what I'm saying? But our people, we will put other nations above our own brothers. You know, I can, you know, many people, okay, if a white man comes up to them and says, yo, can you do A, B, and C for me? You know, our people will get up and run around the damn building, you know, 1,000 times over. But if another black man say to black man, or Israelite man say to Israelite, hey, brother, can you do something for me? There's always all buts, there's always maybes, I don't know, you know, I don't really know you like that, you understand? But hey, that's not how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Yeah, bring it out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender and delicate and tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be easel towards his brother.
You see that? So now okay, we have Christ's put upon us, because the Most High said to us, if we keep his commandments, he will bless us. But if we don't keep his commandments, he put a curse on us. Can someone get that in Deuteronomy 11 verse 26, please?
His eyes shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the raiments of his children which he shall leave.
Yeah, you see that? So another curse that was put upon us is that, you know, a black man, or an Israelite man, should I say, will hate his own brother, and he will also hate his children, which he shall leave. Because in our nation, many of our people are fatherless, you understand? Many of our people don't have fathers, many of our people grow up in broken homes where the mother might not like the father might not like the mother.
That's right.
The father might hate the children, and will leave. You see, this isn't just something that's happened on a whim or by coincidence. This has actually happened, been put upon us by the Most High God, because we did not love each other.
That's
So
right.
the Most High said, if you can't love each other, why should I love you? You understand?
Right.
But and that's why we've had these curses put upon us. And now we hate each other, you know. And this has been from the very beginning, if you go there in Genesis 4.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 4, verse, I'll start 8. And Cain walked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. And the Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper?
Yeah, and that's off, because you are your brother's keeper. You're supposed to have your brother's back. You know, you're not supposed to leave your brother in the dust, or to leave him left or dead. You're supposed to hold him, uplift him. You know, but Cain, who was wicked, you know, he said, am I my brother's keeper?
Teacher.
Should I care for my brother? Should I love my brother? You know, what kind of man does that? You know, what kind of man does that? What kind of man will leave his own family, you know, to die? You understand? But we are supposed to care for one another. You know, if our nation cared for one another, we would be above so much higher.
That's right.
There's so much competition between us. You know, whether it's the music industry, whether, you know, if it's unrighteous competition, you know, there's so much rivalry between us. But that's not how it's supposed to be.
That's right.
Second Peter.
It's the book of 2 Peter. It's the book of 2 Peter, chapter 1, verse 7. And to godliness, brotherly kindness, and to brotherly kindness, charity.
Charity is more than just going down to the Salvation Army and dropping off a few jackets here or two. Charity is also, you know, giving edification to your brothers. If a brother's going through depression, if he's going through hard times, you know, if he's being kicked out of his job or of his house, you're supposed to be there for him. You know?
That's right.
We're supposed to have his back always.
Deuteronomy 11:26.
Yeah, go on.
Deuteronomy 11 verse 26.
go.
Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if ye obey the commandments of Yahweh your power, which I command you this day, and a curse if you will not obey the commandments of the Lord your God,
But turn aside out of the way which I command you this day, and go after other gods which ye have not known.
You see that? So the Most High said, there was a day when the Most High said to Moses, okay, I give you this day a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you keep the commandments, and a curse if you don't keep the commandments. Now, brother, do you think we're living blessed or cursed today?
Say it again, sir.
So the Most High said to us one day, okay, to Moses, he said, today I give you a blessing and a curse. A blessing if you keep my commandments, and a curse if you disobey my commandments. Now, tell me, do you think we obey the Most High's commandments, or do you think we disobey his commandments? Alright, look at us as a nation, okay? Do you think we're living a blessed life? Do you think we're above all nations? Do you think that, you know, we're respected amongst the nations?
For me personally, I want a tough one that, because me personally, I don't know nothing about, me only hear about the Bible, the New Testament or whatever.
You don't want to have the New Testament?
I not really know much about them. I only hear about the Bible, and that we grew up on that.
Ah, okay, so you don't really know the Old Testament?
I don't really know much about it because I never used to go to church.
Oh, okay, that's fair enough, So, the Old Testament, okay, is primarily before Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, came. And that's mainly the prophets and the law. And the New Testament is when the Christ came on the scene, and then you've got the epistles of the apostles, which are the writings and the letters that the 12 apostles.
Let me break one down on a different way. I don't really believe in that Bible.
You don't believe the Bible?
No.
You don't believe, okay.
I don't believe in that Bible.
Precept.
Can't bring it out.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again by ships.
That's right. So, it's okay. So, where are you from? You're Jamaican?
Yeah.
So, how did your people get to Jamaica? Because your people, where were they before Jamaica?
Well, you see, that now we are going to go off of freedom history. So they carry from Africa.
Yeah. So how did your forefathers get from Africa to the Caribbean? Did they swim? You know, did they run kind of like across the water?
We know that say the slave trade. We know that.
So and what method of transportation was used to take your forefathers from Africa to the Caribbean? What method of transportation was used to take your forefathers from Africa?
The ship.
The ship.
And the Lord, this is Deuteronomy 28:68, and the Lord shall bring you into Egypt again with ships, by the way of I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Okay, so Most High said, okay, that if we don't keep his commandments, he's going to take us, okay, and put us in slave ships. Again, you know, okay, he's going to take us to Egypt again. Because Egypt means bondage, okay? Because you know Moses? Yeah. So where did Moses take the children of Israel?
Exodus 20.
Well,
Exodus 20 and 2.
Yeah, so
but
Egypt.
Egypt is still Africa, said we, as far as we know.
Yeah, exactly. But so he said he's going to take us to Egypt again, okay? But we know we never went to Egypt, the literal Egypt again. This is a new Egypt.
Exactly, a new Egypt.
Yeah, exactly.
After they split up.
Exactly.
Europe.
This is Exodus 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Yes, and this is where my problem lies now, yeah? Because our new Egypt you talk about, that's not Egypt.
Huh?
That is not Egypt.
Yeah.
That is a new place.
That
is a new world. Africa, I where they take we from. European or whosoever go there, I go split up the place and then give it different names.
Yeah.
So therefore, our new thing that may I learn from the Bible now.
I got the book of Galatians, chapter 4.
Okay, so the brother says that he doesn't believe in the Bible, okay? But we're going to go through the curses, okay? I'm going to show him that the Bible sounds true, okay? So I want you to give me verse 46. Deuteronomy 28, verse 46.
Come on. This is the book of Galatians, chapter 4 and verse 26.
Bring it out.
But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Okay, so we're all from Jerusalem, okay? That's where the so-called Israel is.
That's right.
My brother, I'm not disrespecting her.
Yeah, that's fine.
But this is which part may have a problem. Because everything where you tell me now, I from feed them book you tell me from.
Okay, so you don't believe in the Bible, yeah?
No.
Okay, so so if the Bible said something, okay, and that thing happened to come to pass, what would that make the Bible?
Oh, listen, yeah.
Yeah.
If me have enough money right now,
Yeah.
me can make a prediction say we're gonna make that happen down there, so. And with my money, I make it happen down there. So I can write about it before and then make it happen after. So therefore, feed them book you read from.
So you think that someone wrote this book, and then everything that he wrote in this book, he made it happen in real life?
I wish part of them profit that they come from. I wish part of them Bible are right.
How much the prophets read?
Eh?
How much of the Bible did the prophets read?
No, me say I wish part of them come from. I wish part of them Bible are right because most of them used to come from Acts.
Where was the Bible written and where did it come from?
Oh, okay. Well, hey, the Bible. Okay, give me the book of Hebrews, one of us. No, it's not. One where it says against times.
It's Psalm 68 and verse 11.
The book of Psalms, chapter 68 and verse 11.
Bring it out.
The Lord gave the word.
HOI.
Great was the company of those that published it.
So the Lord was the one that gave us the word, okay? He gave us the vision, he gave us the prophecies, okay? And it was men that wrote down the scriptures. So that's all that happened. Even someone gave me the book of Psalm 147 verse 19. So you're saying that someone could have projected, or someone could have wrote this book and then make the things that will come.
Can manipulate it for do what they want to do. Yes,
Right.
make it say what they want to. Yeah.
Okay, come.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 147, verse 19. He showeth his word unto Jacob,
So he showed his word, okay?
his statutes and his judgment unto Israel.
So okay, I can understand what you're saying, Uncle. You're saying that someone could have easily wrote this book, and then they could have said a car is going to be red and make the car red, and then that's what you're trying to say. Okay? But Uncle, we're going to show you a prophecy, okay? That no man could actively create. You know what I'm saying? Only the most. No man can recreate, okay? Because the Lord said that He's going to put us into Egypt, okay, on slave ships. Now, who put us on the slave ships?
Hey, if we follow history, yeah, really who put you on the slave ship?
Yeah.
Basically, because you have a little complicated part right there, so but we can still go back and say we want people them put you on the slave ship now.
So you're saying that the Israelites, but who was the one that I'm trying to say, like, who was it that like literally had you on the slave ships?
It depends how.
Huh?
Well, it could have been traders, but guess what? I mean, it depends on which part, because the earlier part and the later part is two different parts. Because man, them when just come in and they buy, or when they capture, when they make them their way out, and then when they set to say, yo, them can't make money or they can't make trade amongst them. So therefore they say, yeah, they can go take that tribe there and go sell it them to them and go put them. So I wish which era at the time them put you on the slave ship or which section. Because are two different, everything now coming at one, you know. It come in a different split up which part people learn more and grow more and do more shit.
Come on, teach. Teach. Bring it out.
Alright, precept. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 11 and verse 7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue.
That's right.
Against man or beast, that ye may know how that the Lord does put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
That's right.
So
That's about every piece of argument, you know.
Precept.
But guess what? You see if the argument is so heavy. How the fuck them are, sorry, language.
that's it.
How them are people still get control over with them? Dog nor beast shall put no tongue over it. But yet still they have them. Not even all them tongue, they hammer over it. So I go on.
Yeah, it's
Deuteronomy 28 verse 6.
Come on, bring it out.
Bring it out.
a nation.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So not everybody, okay, not everybody in the eyes of the Most High are equal. You understand that? Not everybody in the eyes of the Most High are equal.
That's right.
Certain people will go.
Not everybody is equal.
You think everybody is equal? Okay, someone give me the book of Second Ezra.
Can I just ask a question before we move?
Sure.
What book would you read that from?
KJV.
Deuteronomy.
Eh?
Deuteronomy
28, right?
28.
Give me the book of Amos chapter 3 and
Next
verse
part I tell you, say, all men are equal, something I understand now.
Deuteronomy.
Well, them said because
Precept.
slavery.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Okay, so brother,
So, why was that? I want to ask you.
it's because we broke the commandments.
That's right. Teach.
That's right.
Because what? I didn't hear that.
One second, bro. Because brother, you're trying to say, okay, well, someone could have wrote this book, okay, but you have to just look at it, okay, by process of elimination, okay. Who was the first man to walk this earth?
Oh.
It was a so-called black man. Okay?
Yeah.
We had many kingdoms, many dynasties. Okay, we were above all nations. Now you're trying to tell me, okay, that we were managed to be brought down by the so-called Europeans. Okay, do you think that just happened by coincidence? That we just managed to get out-tacted by them, or
That is my point what I make. Because enough people have said, know say it was a black king in this country before the white people have come and say,
King James.
enough people don't know that.
King James that wrote his Bible was a so-called black man.
Okay, so therefore, things should turn this way, so drastically like this.
So how do you think that happened? Do you think that just happened because we kind of slept and then
So therefore, the part now which part I read, I say which part he say whatever, not even in tongue can come across you.
Yeah.
That's the part now we have this little confusion, because that means that something must be radically wrong.
Yeah.
Shit like that can happen.
Exactly, something must have happened. Because like for example, okay, when you look at how our people were taken on slave ships, okay, there might have been, I don't know, 500 of us on one boat, okay, and 30 Europeans. You know, you mean to tell me, okay, that 30 Europeans can take control of 500, you know, stocky jack brothers? That has to be done by God. You can't tell me otherwise.
You have to be done by God.
Yeah, it has to be done by God.
Khan.
That's right.
Exactly. And that man over there, just trying to fight one of us. Are you joking?
Yo. No, man. Let me tell you right now. If two police jeep come right there, so now.
It's
And
over
all the people are then going to take for a right.
Nah, they need 5.
Nobody now the fuck.
They need more than that. They need
Sorry,
10.
language again.
That's alright. Yeah,
But that is the mentality.
Precept.
And it's sort of fear what them breaking up. Anyhow, that's not by God.
So you think it wasn't done by God?
No.
So how do you think that? How do you think we managed to be overtaken so hard?
This is the book of 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 8 and verse 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down and to the grave and bringeth up. Yahweh maketh the poor and the rich. He bringeth low and lifteth up. He riseth up the poor out of the dust and lift up the beggars from the dunghill, to set them among the princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillar of the earth are Yahweh's.
That's right.
And he has set the world upon them.
My brother, nobody thinks that me attack against my name. No. But me attack against the book.
Yeah, but the question was, how was it that we managed to have the head start, okay, above all nations, okay,
Precept.
and we managed to have the tables turned so drastically?
That is my argument.
Yeah, how that happen?
Then again,
Yeah.
the same book here,
Yeah.
they mess you up with my head.
And let's
Because the Lord kill it
Yeah.
and the Lord rise it.
Yeah.
You never say a dead man rise it.
And you never
Me
seen
only
them,
about
man.
Jesus business, and Jesus business, me don't know nothing about that story.
So,
Me see enough man dead, me never see none of them come back.
okay, that's fair enough, and your way. But it was like Cain on this in the scriptures.
Eh?
We have like Cain on the
It don't mean
scriptures.
it don't happen though.
That's why I tell you, say, me not believe in that book.
Okay, but Uncle, you still haven't asked a question, okay? How was it, okay? By what, superstition or by whatever you believe in, okay? How was it that the tables were made so drastically? Like,
Yes,
how was
sir.
it that we had all the kingdoms?
That's the part of the conversation.
Precept.
We need to understand which part me not understand. How it turns much.
Bring it out.
That's the part me not understand.
I'm trying to tell you that this was done, okay? Because we as a nation, the nation of Israel, disobeyed the Most High God, okay? And He put curses upon us.
Hey, you know,
That's
you,
right.
you know my wickedest part?
Uh-huh.
The wickedest part what me have a conflict with, yeah? We all have to come from Africa, yeah?
Yeah. Well, Galatians.
Well, man, no, let me out it. We all have to come from
Alright, land it. Swag, yeah.
we come over here, so, and you can't come from over this side, come from over this side, you come from over this side. So we might speak different language from back in the time, yeah? But we are there, so no. But one language we know, white man language. This is our language. And this is our language we
Stammering
know,
tongue
right?
and another
You
literally
understand?
speak to these people.
We really no more than what this book I tell you, because even if you got Africa now and they must speak for them language, which part you might come from or your foreparents might come from, that's a clue what they must say.
Okay, give me the book of Jeremiah 17.
It's the book of Daniel chapter 4 verse 17.
That's it.
This matter is by decree of the watchers.
Hey, brother, listen.
Sorry, my brother.
This
Sorry.
is Daniel chapter 4 verse 17. This matter is by decree of the watchers, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth to whoever he will, and setteth up over it the basest of men.
Yes, so the basis of man. The basis of man is ruling over us right now. You understand? Like Boris Johnson, in the ancient world, okay, the king would be the most mightiest man. Whenever you think of kings of old, King Cyrus, King David, King Solomon, remember what? These are the mightiest men of the nation. Now, Boris Johnson, if Bojo walked in the street right now, you get run up the street, you get kicked up. Okay? But the base man, that's why the king was up to them. Because the base man is really over us. Why do we not give the time to the Most High? And the reason why we say, well, the Bible could be fake, all that stuff, it's because we discontinued from our heritage. Who's good Jeremiah 17?
Hey,
But anything can take out of context, isn't it? I mean,
anything can
in the text on that poster there, people can take out a little sentence and take it out of context, don't it? So I understand when I said because the confusion and the way because the preacher was saying, and he take things out of context when he don't know as preacher and mistake. And then people run with it now and get confused. You understand? And then when they come to the real text now, for understand, they don't want to believe it. They don't get the lies.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 4.
I think so. Bring it out! I think the biggest part, yeah? If you learn back the language, and if you don't learn one different language and learn to understand one different way of life. We find out them here.
Okay.
Trust me. We're going to always live in our country.
Watch this.
Jeremiah 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Read that again.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage.
Voila. You come back by me again with your Holy Bible.
Yeah. Okay.
Tell me which part this way right. I try to tell you, and this is my problem.
Uncle, listen.
That is my problem.
Okay, Uncle, listen to this. So the Bible just said to us that we're going to discontinue from our heritage.
That's
okay?
right.
Yeah, but, who they tell me that?
And the Most High, but check this out, okay?
No, which Most High?
But check. The Most High
Which
is
Most High?
Yahweh. But hey, let me tell you something, okay?
Listen,
So
yeah.
the Bible said we're going to discontinue from our heritage.
Try really pity that go up and play white Jesus you see in our house. And who are the Most High? I don't know why I tell me say. Them have been book where I took Oxford. Me not believe in them there.
Okay,
Oxford book them.
Okay,
Lord them.
Uncle, listen, okay? The Bible said we're going to discontinue from our heritage, okay? No, Uncle.
That them I use and frig up. Yes, sir.
No, but Uncle, who has discontinued from the heritage? Because when you look at our brothers in America, okay, when you look at our brothers in the Caribbean, who has discontinued from the heritage other than the so-called black man?
Who did it?
Huh?
Who did it?
Hey, but I'm asking you a question.
Who did it? Who and what they use to keep feeding with in ICM shit? That's
Precept King. This is the book.
You see, it's still like go back in ICM book. Why me I tell them say ICM book? They keep it confused.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 11. In those days went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make covenant with the heathens that are round about us. Since when we depart from them, we have much sorrow. So what we're trying to say to you, King, yeah, is you're a mighty king. You're answering this question, how did this happen? Amongst our people were wicked people that joined hands with our enemies and our oppressors. Yeah? This is our book. Because what they would listen, hear what the brother's saying. The reason why he's saying, and we're coming out of these books, is because this is where we have to get understanding from. The same book they used to enslave us is the same book that's going to set us free.
That's right.
In that time of our captivity, we were kept and got a different Bible compared to the Bible that they read in the church, which was a slave Bible. Yeah? So this is what the brother's trying to tell you about the difference between the heritage.
That's the problem, you know. The book here.
Yeah, listen, precept. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 12. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. So if you know anything, this is talking about basically the man who they call Jesus Christ being revealed. This is the description, yeah? And I turned to see the voice that spake with me. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with garment down to his foot, and girded about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hair on his head were white like wool.
His head was like what?
White like wool. As white as snow. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. And his feet like unto fine brass, right? As if they burned in a furnace. What colour is this man?
Alright. Show them. Alright.
Who's this? What colour are they talking about?
What color is brass, bro?
Teach!
Alright.
This is saying that it's written by Europeans or whatever, but they're talking about a brown man in there. Why would they do that? Because it's not written by them.
Alright. Now listen, I'm saying no things that. Now listen, go on, tell them.
God.
This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 3 and verse 16. All scripture is given by inspiration of God and is profitable for doctrine and for reproof, for correction, for instruction.
For what?
For instruction in righteousness.
God.
As a people, brother, we need instruction, we need correction every single day of our lives.
That's right.
Wicked, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you one more, yeah? Acts 13 and verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers.
That was Antioch.
The church at Antioch is an area, a geographical location. You can look out now and find it. The same place, right? That it's in the Bible. Was called Antioch. Certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon, that were called nigger. That were called what? That were called nigger. Yeah. And it says, and Lucius of Cyrene, and it goes on to explain this whole story that took place. This is talking about our people. This is a book of our people. They want to tell you about this. Just use this book against us because they realize what this book was. They realize it's about our history and our ancestors and our forefathers and how powerful and mighty they were. And they took it from us and changed it and made us believe nothing in it is real. So we wouldn't know who we was as a people. Took the knowledge from us and made us slaves in Jamaica, Trinidad, South America, Americas. You know what I'm saying? All over the world, they took us and put us as slaves because they knew we were mighty people and was able to create stuff that they couldn't even think about. And that's where we are to this day.
So, brother, so it's been a blessing speaking to you, brother. You know, and brother, as a man to man, I love you because you're my brother. You understand? And I want the best for you. Okay. Now I'm gonna pass Okay, I'm gonna pass the mic to the next speaker. Okay, a mighty, powerful brother. You know,
Go on, my
You talk about West Africa now. From the west coast of Africa, they had no history about us until 600 BC. I mean AD. Sorry, that's after the death of Christ, right? Or Yahushua, and they had no history up until that point. But we didn't sell each other we didn't sell each other. It's the Hamites, the actual African nations that sold us into slavery.
That's right.
And that's how we end up as slaves by the Europeans, because the Europeans had the money. The so-called Amalekites, or the Jewish people of today,
That's why I couldn't answer the question earlier on, because that's basically what I said.
And that's how we ended up where we were, because we didn't have that money to do that. We was on the run from Jerusalem in the 70 AD, and we ended up in West Africa. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we are where we are today, because we didn't follow the law, statutes, and commandments in this book, and we ended up in slavery due to that matter. Right? So if you're ever interested, read Deuteronomy 28. It'll give you all the reasonings why we're in this, and it will go through all the curses that we're going through right to this day now.
That's right.